Hi, I'm Annapolis Mayor Josh Cohen with your weekly video update. Today is Thursday, July 1st, 2010. Today is the start of the new fiscal year, and I have a couple announcements related to that. One is about some new appointments, one is about the budget, and then my final announcement for this update is on the fireworks. In terms of new appointments, today we have a new city manager beginning work in his new capacity. Last week I announced that at the time, Director of the Department of Neighborhood and Environmental Programs, Mike Malinoff, was stepping up to serve as acting city manager. Mike brings a tremendous amount of experience to city government. As many people know, he served as Annapolis' city administrator, working with then Mayor Al Hopkins for almost the entire 8 years of his term. He then went up to Newport, Rhode Island, where he served as city manager, then under the true council manager form of government, so he was the executive officer for the city. And he started work there in somewhat of a similar situation to the budget crisis Annapolis is in, because Newport at the time had a significant structural deficit that had gone unaddressed for a number of years. So Mike began his tenure as city manager having to make some very difficult decisions, but he ended his tenure with Newport on solid financial footing and enjoying multi-million-dollar surpluses. Then when my predecessor, Ellen Moyer, took office in 2001, Mike came down to spearhead the transfer of our inspections and permits and code enforcement functions out of Public Works into a new department, which we call Neighborhood and Environmental Programs. Mike has run that department for the past 8 years. He knows city government intimately. He knows the city of Annapolis intimately. He understands the political landscape. He understands the neighborhoods. And he brings a tremendous amount of value-added experience to the job. So I feel very fortunate that he's offered to step up. His title is acting because both he and I wanted to give it a couple months just to make sure it was a good fit. But he's acting in name only. He has my full support for the position, and I expect that within a few months I'll be asking the City Council to confirm him permanently. In addition, the person who served with me as Chief Administrative Officer up until yesterday, Doug Smith, has agreed to take a new position as a Special Assistant for Development, which basically means his job is to continue spearheading some high-profile, very complicated projects, including the Annapolis Renewable Energy Park, including the Market House, including a review of our Department of Transportation, as well as a couple other specific initiatives. There's no additional cost to the city because both Mike and Doug were employed previously, so we're not adding a new body to the payroll. I am well aware of the sensitivities of any new position that's created, however, and all I'll say is that nobody needs to be reminded of the cost to taxpayers when the city fails to do its due diligence. We're a small town, but we also are a $75 million corporation, and when we consider the complexities and frankly the liabilities involved with some of these projects, such as a multi-million-dollar renewable energy park and the Market House, etc., I think it is well worth the taxpayers' added investment up front to make sure we have the right expertise in place to protect the city's interests moving forward. Today is also the start of the new fiscal year. The City Council passed a balanced budget as required by law, but the budget is really only the first step because the entire 12 months are going to be exceedingly tight. The budget leaves very little room for error, and it's going to require every employee and department head to monitor our expenses on a monthly, even a weekly basis. And the final announcement is that this is Independence Day weekend. On Sunday, I invite everybody to come down and enjoy the parade, which kicks off at 6:30 at the intersection of West Street and Amos Garrett. It winds its way down West Street, down Schutt Circle, down Main Street, up Randall Street, and then at 8 o'clock, the U.S. Naval Academy Band will be performing at Susan C. Campbell Park at the end of City Dock, and then the fireworks will go on around 9:15. You can find out more details on the city's website, annapolis.gov. So that is the update. As always, you can reach me at mayor@annapolis.gov by calling 410-263-7997 or by visiting my blog, mayorcohen.com, and leaving a comment. Thank you for watching.